Just be quiet. All right, hey Aubrey, we are on 3-8 today, and these are the homework problems for them. I don't know why I did it like that. I just didn't want to have to do 2 through 24, the evens, but whatever, it's those, okay? So pause that if you need to. Here we go. This is, I told them, gonna be hopefully nice and easy. 3-8 is slopes and equations of lines. All right, let's talk about the heading of this. Slope. Slope is M. And slope is what? Rise over run. Put this down. How do you find slope if you're given like 2 points?
Rise over run.
Nope.
Y2
Well,
minus Y1.
yeah, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. They have you do a lot of that on like the ACT. Like slope, finding slope, okay? You're going to be fine, okay? Equations of lines. Let's talk that really quick. Somebody already talked about equations of lines in like... Yeah, that is what form?
Slope form.
You're close.
Oh, slope.
Slope-intercept form, okay? And whoever came up with slope-intercept form was very original because it literally has the slope and the y-intercept. Like, that's all that's there, right? There is another form, and I think they introduce it to you. It's called point slope form, and I don't like it because they don't ask you anything on it in the ACT or anything like that, so I skip over it. Okay. We do everything in slope-intercept form. Everything in slope-intercept form. All right. Okay. Okay, real quick. Shh, real quick. This will go fast if you just listen. Be quiet. Let's talk about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines look like this. Yes? Okay, parallel lines, just like Jack just said, same slope, right? So if just the different b value, right? The different y-intercept. So if this one has a slope of 2/3, this one has a slope of 2/3, right? Otherwise, they will not be parallel, yeah? Parallel lines have the same slope. Shh. All right. Next, perpendicular lines. I'm going to draw perpendicular lines like at a slant like this, okay? Make a 90-degree angle. If this one has a slope that is 2/3, what's the slope of this one? You're close. Negative 3/2 because their slopes, put a little star here, the slope of them, negative. Okay, there is way too much side talking going on, and I am tired of telling you to be quiet. Just shut up. Let's get through this. I have stuff to do. Let's go. Slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals, okay? So reciprocal means you flip it. So 2/3 I flip to be 3/2. And if it's negative, you make it positive. If it's positive, you make it negative, yeah? Okay, so just for example, what if my slope is 7? What's the negative reciprocal of that? Yeah, negative 1/7, okay? What about negative, I don't know, 5/3?
3/5.
3/5, right? Do we get the idea? That's negative reciprocal. Okay, so here we go. What we're trying to do is we're trying to determine whether these lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So we have a line that's going from A to B. This is A and this is B. And we have a line that's going from C to D, which is this and this, right? And I want you to find whether they are parallel or perpendicular, or maybe they're not any of them, right? Okay? And I want to do that without having to graph. I'm not going to graph them, okay? So Jack just said, in order to find the slope of two lines, I do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So just looking at A and B, what is y2? 2 minus 6. I'm going this guy minus this guy, right? Over negative 9 minus 3. Okay, what's 2 minus 6? Negative 4. Negative 9 minus 3 is negative 12. And 4 over 12 reduces to 1/3. Is a positive or negative? Positive. The two negatives cancel each other out. So that guy has 1/3. All right, if these two lines are parallel, if I do CD, what will his slope be? 1/3. If they're perpendicular, it will be negative 3. If it's neither of those, then it's not parallel or perpendicular, right? It's neither, okay? All right, let's do CD. I want to do y2 minus y1. What's y2? 3 minus 4 over 2 minus 5. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. That reduces or crosses out the negative of 1/3. What are they? They are parallel. Okay, that's the answer. They are parallel. If you write out the word parallel without showing your work, I will count it wrong.
Why?
Because you have to show your work. You can't just look at those points and tell me that they're parallel. No, that's not going to happen. Nope, I'm telling you, show your work. All right. Okay? Graph the line, verify. I know, but I'm a terrible grapher. So, like, sometimes I'll go like this and I'll go like this. And I'm like, is that parallel or not parallel? Like, are those parallel or are they not parallel? I don't know. They look pretty darn close. Well, but they could be neither. Parallel, perpendicular, or neither is an option, right? Okay. You're not bad at math. All right. Example 1, done? Yes? Okay, go to example 2. Next.
It's not very hard.
Determine whether they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither by looking at the graph. We've got RS. RS is this line, and I'm going from this point to that one. Since they are graphed, I can count. Up and over, rise and run, right? So he is rising. I don't know, we're going by twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rising 10, running 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Rising 10, running 14, yeah? Which is 5 over 7. That's what his slope is. 5 over 7. Okay, TU is the one going down. I'm going rise over run. So he is going down 2, 4, 6. And over 2, 4. But it should be 3 over 2. But it should be negative because he's going down. So he's negative 3 over 2 is his slope. Negative 3 over 2. If anything, these two lines are going to be perpendicular. Are they? 5 over 7 versus negative 3 over 2? Are those negative reciprocals? No, so they're neither. Do you see that? Make sense? Okay. Now, you can use the points also. We just counted rise and run, right? But you could use the points, okay? Next one. If anything, these are going to be perpendicular, right? Okay. So, let's go DG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Run. Woo. So 6 over 14 or 3/7. Okay. All right. E to F. You're going down 2, 4, 6, 7. Down 7 and over 1, 2, 3. Hey, they are perpendicular. Awesome. I abbreviate. PERP. Perp. Good?
Yep.
Yes? Great. Awesome.
Done.
Next. Equations of lines. Last thing. I think last thing. Equations of lines in slope-intercept form. Let's do this real quick. Go down to example 3. Let's just do this. Let's go down to example 3. And now, instead of giving me points, they're giving me equations of lines. And I'm going to tell whether they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right. This guy is in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. That's what I want, right? M is the slope. What number is the slope? 3. The slope is 3, okay? If these are parallel, this one will also have a slope of 3. If they are perpendicular, he will also have a slope of negative 1/3. Let's see what he does. The problem is this is not in slope-intercept form. This is in point-slope form. So what I want to do is, first of all, minus 0 means nothing. I'm just going to get rid of that. Can I do that? Can I cross that off? Y equals, I'm going to distribute the negative 1/3 through. What's negative 1/3 times x? Negative 1/3 x. What's negative 1/3 times negative 2? Positive 2/3, right? Okay, so what is his slope? Negative 1/3. The slope of the second line is negative 1/3. So the slope of the first line was 3, and the slope of the second line was negative 1/3. They are perp. Okay? Good? I'm putting them in slope-intercept form, finding the slopes and comparing. That's it. Okay? All right, let's go to B. Ooh, y equals 3 and x equals 1. Okay? Let's think about the graphs of these. How do you graph y equals 3? That like doesn't have a
line going.
lady was here. All right, here we go. Everybody listen. Even if you're like not with me, because I understand that this is beneath you and that's fine. Okay, but listen to this. Y equals 3. If you are graphing y equals 3, go to 3 on the y-axis. And it is a horizontal line. That is confusing for people because the y-axis goes up and down. And they're like, that's not right. But y equals 3 is a horizontal line. Okay, x equals 1 is over at 1 on the x-axis. He is a vertical line. That's confusing because the x-axis actually goes horizontal. Those two lines are perpendicular. No, yeah, they're perpendicular. They make a 90-degree angle,
Oh yeah.
right? Because they're straight across. Okay, good? Yes? All right, beautiful. That was B. Oh my gosh, we got more.
No,
Oh,
we get it.
oh.
We don't have to do those.
We don't have to do those?
We don't have to do
We don't have to do
that.
those?
We don't have to do that either.
Okay, last thing, example 4.
We know how to do that.
No, you don't.
How to graph?
You said
No.
no number 4?
No, no. Do they have you make the equation of a line? Ever? Oh, go to example 5. We're moving right along. Go to example 5 real quick. Okay? Here we go. Last example? Is this the last one? Yeah, last example 5. Okay, stay with me real quick. Last example 5. Flip the page. Okay? Write an equation in slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form again?
MX plus B.
Right. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Of the line that is parallel to this one, is this one in slope-intercept form?
Yes.
That one is in slope-intercept form. Okay. What is the slope of this line?
-3.
Shh, you guys are not listening. Shush. -3/4 is the slope. Yeah? If I want him to be parallel, what will my slope be?
3/4.
-3/4. So I know that my line has to also be -3/4 x. Plus what? No, because I'm parallel, not perpendicular.
Any number.
Plus b. When do I use this 3? That's the y-intercept of the first line. You never use it. You bury that thing and you only use the slope from the original equation. Do you remember that? You put this somewhere and you don't use it. Okay? I have to find the new b value. How do I find the new b value?
Plug in that.
Plug in this point for x and y, right? Okay? So 6 goes in for y and -3 goes in for x. Oh, that's disgusting. Plus b. What's 3/4 times 3?
But it's negative.
Yeah, and they're both negative.
But it's positive.
It's positive now.
Because now it's positive. Positive 9/4, which is 2.25. Let's just go positive 2.25. I'll make it a decimal. That's what it is. Okay? Right? 2 negatives make a positive. Now how do I solve for b?
Subtract right.
Subtract the 2.25. Minus 2.25. Okay, b is
3.75.
3.75. Okay, so final answer, y equals
-3/4 x plus 3.75.
plus 3.75 or 3 3/4. I'll convert it back to a fraction. There you go. Okay? What if this thing would have said perpendicular? I would have liked it better if it would have said perpendicular. You know why? Taking 4/3 times 3 is a lot nicer, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, it would have been 4. Anyway. Okay, good? All right, you have those problems to do. Begin working. You have lots of time to work. Do not put this away until you are done. You do not have to graph on 2, 4, 6 or whatever, right? Okay. I will let you get away with that.
Mama, can you help me?
Okay? Because we're big kids and we don't have to graph anymore. All right, goodbye.
Zach, I